parallel park. Or what you're going to be asked to do is to pull up next to a car, stop, and reverse back into a park position where you are now. Now, the first thing you've got to do is get yourself into the start position, which would be in this kind of position. Parallel means side by side, like two train tracks. You don't want to be going too far out, because then you're just blocking the road on the other side. It's a shame that car's parked there, actually, because we are going to block the road should somebody come up now, but I don't think it's going to be very busy here, because it's uni there, but it's not uni time yet, is it? So the space you want between them is probably about an arm's length, short meter or whatever. Not that I have some meter long, be some kind of monkey if I was like that one time. But so this much. And you don't need to be right up past the mirror. You want to be kind of in this position. And then from there, we would put the car into reverse, of course, and then it's going to be a series of turning with the steering wheel, which actually is going to be quite kind of obvious, and dealing with angles as well, and that's how it's going to be. So how about if we have a go, and I'll talk you through it and see what you think about it, all right? Because I know with this one in particular, if I actually explain everything, you're going to be all confused by the end of it. By the time I finished explaining what it is, you'll be like, what was that? But somehow it's easy to just do this. I'll tell you what, I'll just reverse you up a little bit as well. I got the brake on. Just make it easier to get into a better position. There you go. Okay. So if you want to just pop your car into gear, we're just going to get ourselves next to the car in this position. So do you think you can have a go at that? Yeah. Well. Okay. So right. Slow it down. This is way too fast. If you think about it, I reversed you up there to give you a better position. And all you did is drive forward back to where I reversed from. You came out. This is going to be more difficult, but do your best you can to get yourself into position. Right, from ending big. Straighten out the steering. That's, yeah. You would have been much better off, Maggie, just moving out and going like that rather than going. Alright, into reverse then. So with this one, I think we're good to go with this. So it's going to be one single turn of the wheel to the left. So it just goes around one turn, 360 degrees, there you go, like that. And now all you're going to do, make it super easy, is you're going to start reversing. And as you do, the corner of this grid system is going to get to the pavement. And when it does, you're going to stop, okay? And if you want to just do that, so good ops, yeah, that's it. Now you must look over your right shoulder now, because the front of your car is sticking out into it now. Okay, and let's go a little bit further and so stop. So can you see how the corner is now getting to the pavement? Yeah. Also, if you imagine on a clock, this was 12 o'clock of the road, this is now 10 past position, just to help you out. So you can use this, but if you didn't have this, you'd be able to use this 45-degree angle. 10 past. Now straighten your wheels. And now all you're going to do is go back until this corner gets to the pavement as well. So look around, are you safe? Slow, slow, slow. So a little bit more. A little bit more. Just a tad more. Stop there. Now, so this is using the marker system, but also here, you can see that the corner of the car there, has disappeared behind there, or it's about to disappear behind there. Now it's one turn of the wheel. Which way do you think you should turn it now? Yes, so turn it one turn to the right, and that'll take you into the perfect park position to do that. Just like that, okay, when you're ready. So there is a car there, but if he moves, you stop. No, look at that, look around. I promise you're not going to hit the pavement, alright? Slow, 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 slow. Stop, stop, stop. You need to go a lot slower than that, Maggie. Right, straighten out your steering to finish. Right, just reverse a little bit further, just to make it easier. If this was your test, it's finished now, handbrake neutral. Just reverse back a bit further, just to make it easier to get into the start position. A bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more. Right, so if you stop there, handbrake back. So how did you find that?
It's okay. It's not as hard as I thought.
Oh, it's easy. The biggest thing that caused you problems there, that would cause you problems, is you just let go of the brakes and gas.
Yeah.
You've got to control the brakes on this one, especially in an automatic car like this, because if you just let go of the brakes, you know it will just keep going faster and faster. So you must keep the brakes applied just a little bit. Okay? But everything else is pretty straightforward. So you see, you can use that 10-pass position, and then the corner of the car, imagine this is the car in front of us, this corner here, disappears behind this post, or just about, just over here, and you know that you've got the right distance, or you can use the grid system. Either way, it works really well for you. Single turns of the wheel, because you want that nice, gentle sort of S shape. So we'll do it again. Okay. Now, if you remember last time, I got you into this position, you then went forward, and then you got a real difficulty. Getting into your start position is like, imagine this is a parked car that you're going to go around. Remember what we say, move out there and go straight. That's your better option. Okay. So if you want to have another go at getting back to your start position, turn straight away as soon as you start moving, turn your wheels. That's it. Come more. Keep it slow, but not stopping. Okay. Control it. Keep it moving, Maggie. That's it. And then just place your car into position. That's it. You've got it. And then stop. And then straight your wheels. So instead of trying to straight your wheels while you're still moving, as soon as the car's in position, stop, straight wheels. Fine. Right. So into reverse. So which way to turn? Yeah, because you want the back of the car to go that way. And then all round observations. Are we clear to go? No. Pedestrian. See that pedestrian? So he's in your danger area. I know he's the other side of that car, but it's a technical thing, isn't it? Right, another look around. Are you clear to go?
Yeah.
Right, let's start moving slowly until we get that nice 10-pass position. In fact, try to use 10-pass position rather than the grid system. We'll see if your judgment's good. Yeah, if you look here, it's about right, isn't it? Okay, so straighten up your steering. And all round obs, are you clear to go? So we're going to go to this corner, gets to the same position, or the corner of that car disappears behind there. Just a tad more. There. Yeah, makes sense? So you can see the corner of the car disappear behind here. So which way to turn your steering wheel? Exactly. Because if you turned it to the left, the back of the car goes straight over the pavement. Okay, so we'll just wait for these guys to get gone. Look around. Have a good look around. Are we safe to go? Okay, let's go then. Look at that. Keep this, Maggie, keep that straight. Look here. And you can see when you're going to be level with him. Stop. Straighten out your steering. That's it. You can see here it's nice and straight. Handbrake and park. Finished. So what do we think of that then? Easier second time?
Yeah.
Each time you do this, it gets easier and easier. And I can see that you can remember your sequencing quite well. So it's really straightforward manoeuvre. People make such a big deal about it. Oh, it's a parallel park. It's the worst thing in the world. And it's really not.
So in the test, if they asked you to do it, would you have to not just use the camera? You have to.
Yeah. Look around as well.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you put the car in reverse and the camera system comes on, it always says check surroundings for safety. What you can't do on any of your manoeuvres is just reverse looking into a mirror or looking into this, like that. If you're not looking around watching for danger, you will not pass your driving test. On this one, when you do that first turn and the front of the car starts to swing out to the right, you must check your right shoulder. It's a mandatory check. It's not optional. If you don't check that right shoulder as the front of the car swings out, again, they won't give you a license for it because that's where your danger is. So you've got to be looking into the relevant sort of places. Right, how about if we reverse a little bit more and you could just have one more go, more on your own though, okay? Yeah. So if you just want to reverse a couple of car lengths and we'll just handbrakes on. somebody wants you to go fast and break the law. I don't recommend that. Where he's from. Yeah. Sounds like the Prime Minister. Yeah, you just take your time. You go fast and break the law. Look, where you going? Like, look, your shot. That's it. There you go. Right. So from here, the other thing I didn't mention. So on your driving test, they're going to ask you to pull over and stop like 4 or 5 times. Always leave yourself at least this kind of space in front of the car. Yeah. So if they ask you to stop, don't just get any closer than this. Always stop about here because they may ask you to do this parallel park. In which case you want this extra space. If they're going to get you to do what we call the angle start, which is moving off from quite close behind the car, then they'll say to you, "I'll just go a little bit forward, yeah." But but the other point is that if you get closer to him, and then they'll just say, "All right, now parallel park on the car in front," and if you're like too close, it's like, "Whoa, what am I going to do now?" Right. Okay. So do the very best that you can do. Parallel park on the car in front. When you're ready, I'll leave it more for you. Okay. Yeah. Just do as much of it as you can remember. I'll tell you, everything's exactly as it should be so far. Okay. Yeah. Couple of things there. You let it go way too fast, way up on the turn. I mean, you're already at the point of turn for the third turn.
Yeah.
So what I suggest you do here is double turn it here. It's not the sequence that we learned. You might get away with it if double turn it. Yeah. You could do it this way as an alternative, but it's risky. You're risking hitting the pavement. The other thing, as you reverse there, instead of keeping the steering nice and gentle, so you tilted it over more, so when you steeper. Yeah, it's really important that this stays still in the middle. Okay, try it from here. You might sneak in, but that's not going to work, is it? See that? And that's all because that very first one just too fast, and you tilted over. Yeah, you've got to keep control of it. Let me help. Give me everything. You're not on the brake, are you? Thank you. Right. On the brake. Try again. So one turn of the wheel to the left. This time, control the speed and keep this straight. Because last time you went like that as you went in, and it does make a difference if you put extra steering on. Look around. That's it. Just keep going. You can see when you're going to get to the 10-pass position. Just look around. That's it. Be precise. Yes. Look at that. Perfect. That's much better precision. Okay? Carry on from here. So remember, when he goes, you stop. Okay? Keep this nice and straight. Look around. You need to keep an eye on him as well, don't you? Straighten your wheels to finish. All right. I'm braking back a moment. So how do you think that went?
Better than the first time I tried it.
Yeah, it was a good manoeuvre, but they're still going to fail you for it, for one reason. It was a great manoeuvre, apart from one thing.
I didn't stop.
Exactly, you didn't stop. So it's really, really important, I had this actually. I taught somebody this yesterday, and we're exactly the same thing. And even though I said when that car goes, you stop, and she didn't stop either. And then we had this conversation after. And I said, well, actually, and she, hopefully you remember next time. It is so important. If somebody moves in your danger zone when you're doing a maneuver and you don't stop, you will fail your test. I guarantee it. Okay.
You just carry on after.
Yeah. When he started going, you should just stop, even if you're still sticking out. If he's got room, he'll go. If not, he'll stop, and then you can move. But then if he moves, you stop. It's like a dance, isn't it? You know, you can't both be moving at the same time. Yeah. And it is so important, and it's the same on all of your maneuvers. All right. But apart from that, the rest of it, the control side, once we got over that first element, was good. I think you're not going to have any problems with that. I think you'll do okay with that. All right. So what we'll do is we'll do some driving now, and if we get an opportunity to do this again, we will. Okay, and take it from there. How's that sound? All right. If you want to move off then, so this here is called your angle start. Oh, we done one of these before. Don't think we have. So the angle start. What the idea of is to move off from here is to make sure that you can actually move off. Don't hit the back of the car, but still check your shoulder as you move off. All right? So it's a lot asking you for it, but there's a secret to it, and I'm going to tell you it right now. Right, so D for drive. Now, before you move this car anywhere, turn your steering wheel one turn to the right. You're allowed to do it. Now, that guarantees that you're not going to hit this car. Don't just let the car shoot off, yeah? But now you know that you're not going to hit this car, you can still check your shoulder as you move off. So all round odds, are you clear to go? So slowly moving away. Let's lift it first. Put your foot on the brake. On the brake, now lift it. Okay. Slowly away. Shoulder now. Guaranteed that you're not going to hit that. There you are. And that's fulfilled the requirements of the angle start. So work your steering and off we drive. We're going to go to the end of the road. This time, I'd like you to turn left. Okay, so we're starting to variate your driving a little bit more. So turning left, please. Thank you. Okay. Well, is your side of the road clear?
Yeah.
Let's keep on your side and be clear. That's why you keep on your side of the road, isn't it? Yeah, so a car come down the other side of the road, it's neither here nor there if your side's clear. Okay, drive on when you're ready then. Come on, chop chop, let's get going. Thank you. You can drive at the speed you want to drive, like I'll just have it. You alright? You should have headed for the pothole. I'll do a bit of braking, that big crater. You're actually on a perfect line to avoid it as you kind of moved into its line. Okay? Let's get going. Okay, we're going to be turning left at the end of the road, so let him know. That's it. He's got to wait for you anyway, you know, so priority clearly. turning in, blocking the whole road. Off you go. Yeah? Because you can't go anywhere, can he? And the car waiting in the junction can't go anywhere. So you're like the key piece there. Not right. What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't really know. It just took me a while to realise what was going on.
Yeah, okay. There's a lot of logic in driving, you know, and once you get used to it, it's all that, thinking that way, it gets easier. Alright then. Okay, so we're going to be turning right, so we're going to signal for right. And now you've got a protected right turn area in the middle, so slow it down, you need to get right into it. Where we go now? That's it, get yourself proper squared into it. Square it up, now you're clear to turn. Let's go then. So if ever you see one of these protected right turn areas, you must use it. Even if there's nothing coming down the other way, you can't just like come straight across it. You must get squared in and turn so get the shape right. You see that big crease in the road there? That's what you got your tyres in. So that's why it's making that really horrible noise. And yeah, you're just moving it a few centimetres to the left solves the problem. So, you know, try to be a little bit selective as well about where you're driving. You know, don't go out your way too much to make it work, but you know, if you see like one of them ugly creases down the road and you can feel your tyres go smooth out of it, you'll be fine. Okay? Was there any need to go like that? No. If you're not sure, once you pass vehicles, wait till you see them here, or at least check your mirror here so you can see that you're actually past them. Because you tried to turn in before you'd actually got past him there. Which is proper past them. Get into the habit of checking your mirror so you move back to the left. Remember, you've done it right from there to get going. So we're coming to a roundabout. We are turning left. First exit when you get there, please, Maggie. Okay. Okay, so we're coming to a roundabout. We're going to be going straight on. Like a third exit, but I'm going to help you as it's slow it down. It's a bigger roundabout. Look for active way lines. To the right, are you clear? Let's go then. Come on. You said yes. Come on. Go for Maggie. Gas. Gas. Come on, gas. A bit more. Yeah, if you say yes, you can't just then creep on slowly, can you? Alright? So take your time. So that's actually the second exit. So try not to signal too early, okay? We'll be turning left soon. Going to just wait until you can see we're going to water. Okay. There it is. I thought you were actually going to try to barge through.
I was thinking about it, but there's definitely no space.
Slow it down early. Are you clear to go through? He's letting you through anyway. Check your mirrors as you move. Oh, nice and straight. Check your mirrors as you come back. So it's going to be straight on at this roundabout, second exit. We're going to take the next road on the left. Yeah, too fast. At that speed, no way you're getting around that corner. Whose job is it to work out speed? Junctions? Is that my job or your job? Thank you. Because you know what? Once you pass your driving test, that is it. You are on your own. Like, full responsibility. into that space. A bit tight, isn't it? You need to be a little bit more risk averse. Trouble is, you teenagers got no fear. I know, because I used to be one. I'd be even worse, I would. I'd be like, yeah, I'd like it, but my instructor, yeah, we could get through there, mate, you'd be alright. What are you worried about? Your wing mirrors? There's things to worry about in this world. You know what I'm saying, yeah. So you do need to be a little bit more careful with it. Anything that's, I mean, when you think back to that was 50-50 on it, really. I mean, you didn't genuinely think you could just keep going, did you? Or did you suspect it might be a bit tight?
Yeah.
Like here, to slow down. I mean, we don't know what's going on here. There you go. Anything that is like, just keep waiting to it, yeah? You need 60-40 in your favour to be able to go. 50-50 is no good, 55-45 is no good, 60-40 is what you need. And that way you'll always be certain that you 60% sure that you can go. Any others, just keep waiting, or at least slow down and have a look at it. So we're going to be coming to the end of the road soon, and we are going to be turning right. So we're going to be turning left where that white house is coming out. To the wrong side of the road there. Whoa, not working. Control your speed. Clearly you're going too fast to keep it on your side of the road, which is just too fast anyway. If you're not careful, you will end up on the pavement over as you overcompensate for it. Turning left at the end of the road. Look at the junction, look at the shape of it. Think about it, you're on a downhill, that adds to your speed. Slow it down, good position, slow it more, good checking. Are you clear both ways? Keep on your side of the road, that's the key, your side of the road. If you can do that, you're onto a winner. Now then, not forgetting today's lesson, parallel parking. Car in front of you, I want you to pull up and stop just before you get there, so while that be wooden. On this race curve, that's before it, okay? Plenty of room, thank you. Alright then, this car in front of you, parallel park. Take your time. Are you ready? Down so you can remember. slightly more forward, just slightly more. That's it. So as long as you've got like this half of the car forward, that's good. Okay. Miles away, absolutely miles away.
Wait.
Yeah, exactly. Do your steering, and then you do your obs. He's just going to go around because you've left a bit of space for him. Okay. There's your 10 pass position. If you wait till this goes there, you'll be pointing over here. And that's because you gave too much space to begin with. Your space is quite wide. So remember, use the 10 pass position or this getting to the corner, whichever comes first, but use this one, yeah? Okay, so when you're ready. Because your position's off to start with, everything's off from there. See, it does require you to sort of get it right from the beginning, but you can still make it work, of course. Let's get out of the way. That's it. Okay, straight line steering. Braking park. So that's another fail for one reason only. What was it? You didn't. No, you didn't. You slowed down a lot, but as you came in, this last little bit here, you were still passing you now. You slowed down, and I thought you were going to stop, and you didn't. You actually just crept it moving, and you sort of creep in with it. You must stop. It's a mandatory element. You must stop. Stop means stop. It doesn't mean go slow. Oh, it's over there. It's out my way. If you don't stop, I know it doesn't make logical sense because, of course, it's nothing to do with you anymore, and that's the problem. But it is a technical procedural. There's 4 of these fixing maneuvers. Yeah, sorry, 3. Parallel park, pull up on the right, reverse back, and bay parking. Why do you think they give you them? Why do you think they do them? What's the thinking behind it? Have you any idea? Let me tell you, it's a test of skill. And the reason it's a test of skill is because, believe it or not, on your driving test, you could get very, very lucky with the drive. So what I mean by that is when you do your driving test, all the idiots might decide to stay at home that day, so nobody gets in your way. Every time you get to a roundabout, it could be completely clear for you. Every junction could be completely clear. No awkwardly parked cars, no awkward situations like we've had today. So they don't want you to get a driving license just because you got lucky on the day. So what they've done is they've added a skill element into it, because this doesn't mean anything to do with luck. This is skill. You can either do this technically correct or you can't, and that is why they fail you. If you don't do the maneuver, you don't pass a test. You have to pass the maneuver to pass a test, and that is why they do it. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. I mean, on your lessons, you've actually had quite a few awkward situations today, and that's because your lessons are designed to produce that. Okay, yeah. So we know what kind of roads you take you onto, for your level. This is a different thing, and this is why they are strict with it, even though it doesn't make any difference to you. It's like we're coming in this last little bit here, and there's a pedestrian sort of comes comes out of that house and starts playing football over here, little kid or whatever. You still must stop until you are, if let's say this was to happen, and kids was to play football over here, and you were in your maneuver, and clearly they're not going to be doing anything else apart from that for 10 minutes. Then as long as you've had a look at it and the examiner can see that you're judging it, and then, okay, I'm happy. And you could even say to the examiner, okay, I'm happy that they are not a danger to me anymore, and then continue it in. They'll accept that. They want to see that judgment, that understanding. All right? So when we say stop, it means stop. The same as stop line. You haven't come across some of them yet, have you? Have you come across the stop line yet? No, wait till we get to one of them. It's the same deal, because you're going to get to that stop line, you look left and right, you see it's completely clear, and I promise you'll want to go. You must bring it to that. All right. Not bad, though. The actual manoeuvre is pretty good. It's just that technical element again. Right. Anyway, let's drive on. We'll do it again later if we get a chance. Now, see this car coming up behind you? If he flashes you out or stops for you to move out, you would fail a driving test for it. And that's because you've got your signal on. Now, remember, Maggie, don't give your signal till you're ready to go. If he had sort of slowed down and flashed you out, you think, oh, nice one, he's letting me go. Lucky me. From a driving test point of view, it's a disaster because the examiners see it differently. Well, the way they see it is, oh, this person's letting you go because they're afraid to go around you because they've seen your signal and they think you're about to go into the side of them. So from the test point of view, from the official point of view, you've created a fear in their mind, which is why they're letting you out. Does that make sense as well? So try not to give your signal till you're ready to go. You would be gutted, believe me, if you did a brilliant drive, but then you put your signal on and then started looking and somebody let you go slow down for you or something, and then at the end that's it, they're going to tell you, you'd be absolutely gutted. Oh man. And you'd be like, oh Rob, why didn't you tell me this? And I'd be like, oh, hang on a minute, I'm sure I did. Go back through the videos. Oh, look. All right. So look around. Are you safe to go?
Yeah.
Signal on. Foot brake off. Shoulder check as you go. That's it. It's a technical procedure. Okay. So signal on, brake off. And that way it always works together. All right. Let's drive then. Still doing pretty good, but like I say, once we take you out your comfort zone like we have done today, you will make more mistakes. It's just a natural sort of thing that would happen, of course. All right then, so end of the road, we are turning right. So good positioning by those white lines, taking care not to cross them. Get some squared in. Remember we used to do that in the early lessons. Good obs. Are you clear to go? Let's do it then. So at the end of the road, we will turn left. And then take the next road on the right. Into your centre right turn area. Remember you must use it. It's there. Square it up a little bit. Okay, are you clear? Yep, let's go then. So I'm just putting you through some different situations today, centre right turns, and just roads that you might not have been on. Types of road. Okay, so we are going to be turning right at the end of the road. Good positioning again. Even better positioning. Good. And checking proper. Are we good? Okay, so end of this road, right again. Okay, take the next road on the right, please. By the white lines, then we can not cross them. You're already committed to it, so you'll wait for you. Okay, take the next road on the left. See what you're doing there. You brake, and then just before you got to it, you let go of your brakes, shot forward, you have to apply your brakes again. So taking the next road on the left. So it's worth keeping your brakes slightly applied as you're going into these junctions, especially as soon as you let go of the brakes, because you're on a slight downhill as well, or you had a bit too much momentum behind it. You want to avoid that shooting forward. You'll do it again and again until you get used to it. It's not the end of the world, is it? Okay, first exit of this mini roundabout. Left first exit. Check, are you clear? Still counts as a roundabout, doesn't it? Keep on your side, keep on your side. T-junction here, we're turning left. Turn the next road on your right. Yeah, well done, yeah, good. And then at the end of this road, we're turning left. There's an illegally parked van. You're going to have to deal with. Very close to the mini over there. Turning left at the end of this road. Turning right. So turning right at the end of this road also. You've got to produce quite a steep angle now because you haven't moved out earlier. Off you go. That's it, let's go. If you moved out early, to go a lot earlier. If you leave too late, then you've got to sort of zigzag out. That's where the problems develop. So obviously zigzagging is where you get the trying to walk through a crowd with your elbow sticking out in it. That's much better this time round. I think last time it was a bit tricky on this part. Alright. Okay, so at the end of the road, it's an offset crossroad, so I'd like to turn left and then immediate right. We've done this far, remember, actually. There. Say yes or no. Going, go and go. Yeah, you're a bit slow with it. You either yes or no, you either wait or you go, okay?
Yeah.
What you can't do, I think you did it earlier, you said yeah, then went really slow onto it, which actually kind of is counterproductive, if that makes sense. Alright. I know it's quite tricky, sort of with the manoeuvring as well, isn't it, that one? Okay, right, let's take the next road on the right. Just going to stop you, because you've got this car coming, you can't turn in front of it because of the pedestrian, let's go. So with that pedestrian crossing the road, there's no way you can cross because you would meet him here. With the oncoming car, it's just going to cause you to sort of rush it a little bit as well. Take everything into consideration. I mean, you would have gone and you would have had to stop the pedestrian, which means that you'd be blocking the road. Okay, so what I'd like you to do here is pull up and stop on the right-hand side of the road, keeping close to and parallel with the curb. And now reverse back to car lanes. And then, problem solved. turning left at the end of the road. We're going to be turning right in just a moment, not yet. We're going to get past this first junction, and then it's going to be the next one on the right. Deal with it. Give him room. Plenty of space. Keep turning right. So by the centre of the road, I know there's no white lines, but let's see if we take something into account like this, okay? Slow. Turn in. Wait. It's reversing. See this guy here? Okay, turn in then. As soon as we saw him reversing, that's a danger sign. Oh, right, I see. Now just let me help. We need to get really decent positioning, yeah. Because we'll let these pedestrians across and there you go. Just hold it there. He's just going to have to wait because there's nowhere to go. We've got one, two vans, so he's got to go first and this one. Okay, so I would start moving forward a little bit now. Just a little bit. Got that car now. Yeah, I'd go. If you go, then what that does, it tells that car there that you are coming down, and it can accommodate you as well. That's plenty of space with the cyclist. Just keep it moving. Because he knows that you can sort of nip round him there, you see. That makes sense on the cyclist. So it's such a pain. Just keep it moving, because she's going to go at the same time. She's going to go. There you go. So sometimes, even if there's no room there at the moment, as you get level, they will then move. Because you free up space for them as well, you see. And most times it does work. For example, if you went to the side and then they didn't move forward, you just have to stop until they did. I hope that we haven't got ourselves into a pickle. It's actually quite easy on. How did you find the lesson today then? Challenging? Just go around it. The thing about cyclists, you can't get around them until you get to them. Now things have changed a bit, haven't they? Because you've got the oncoming car. Round him now. That's it. Yep. Okay, okay, so yeah, turn right to your road. The left side of the road. Try not to do the call across. And if you want to pull up and stop on the right over there or the left over here, whichever one you want to choose, your choice. That's it. I'll do that. I'm breaking park. Good. Done for the day. Right. So you notice last couple of lessons being a bit more challenging. So we are trying to raise the bar on you just a little bit, okay, and it's the right time for you. And yeah, a lot more technical sort of stuff today. Parallel park, okay. So that's it, a volume manoeuvre. We've done bay parking, pulling up on the right, reverse balance, parallel park. That's it. So I think next time the next lesson is on Friday, isn't it? Friday morning, 9 o'clock. So we may just go dip our toes into the dual carriageway. Okay, we'll be having a proper chat about that before we do it. And don't start worrying about I'm going to be asking you to drive like super fast and stuff like that, because that's not going to be the case. Okay, it's a technical thing that we're going to be doing, going at a lower speed so we can learn things and then building speed up to grass. All right, so don't worry about it. All right. Yeah. Any questions about today?